Shout out to Mr. Fantastic. He's supposed to have his super goal video pretty easily. I just got a couple of things to talk about real quick. Um, Shout out to Art. His channel. Make sure you all subscribe to it. It was a really good hangout. A lot of people came through. Angry Man, Faulkner, BGS. We all came in and out. So it was a good hangout. Also, shout out to Fantastic had a stream. There was a couple of good streams. MOT had a stream. And Sigma, Jesse was all on there. If you want intellectual shit, fucking MOT killed it. So anyway, let's get it on. So let y'all slide through here. Yeah, what's up, Sam? I am. So anyway, you all see the title. I want to give something real quick. This ain't me trying to diss no. Well, whatever. People can take it how they gonna take it. I really don't give a shit. But so I did make sure I put the stream on Art's channel first, talking about. Also, make sure you all go and subscribe to Charles Faulkner's channel. His channel is about 650, so he needs 350 more to get 1,000. So let's go ahead and help him get to that journey, so he can start doing posts and stuff like that. Anyway, with that being said, as far as this video is concerned, what this video is about is it's about perpetual disrespect. And when it comes to black men and black women, we are so far apart that disrespectful, even when they don't know they're being disrespectful. They really are. And a lot of it is, if black men were to really call black women to task for every little thing they did, honestly, it would be impossible for us to communicate. Because the truth be told, they are in a perpetual standpoint of disrespect. And the reality of the situation is, they do little shit that, like, honestly would get them smacked by other groups of men. Or other groups of men wouldn't just deal with them. Or other groups of men would probably call them a racial slur or some shit. This is true for Hispanic men, this is true for white men. And I know this because you don't really see the same. You may see it at worst, sassiness, when it comes to other races. But black women don't ever unleash the full black girl attitude on non-black men, because this is where I do not believe they deserve to get hit. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying these dudes do not have any chill when it comes to shit, because they don't get the same kind of consequences like we get it here. They get assault. We get put in jail for that shit. They just get fined or some shit. And if you don't believe that's true, look at any video where a black woman's gotten assaulted by a non-black man. How many of those videos actually end with black women, black men, non-black men going to jail? Think of all the videos, like all the situations where an Asian dude in his store has smacked up a black woman. That dude those dudes don't get booked. You notice that shit? You notice that in any of these situations, the last couple of, think about all 2019. Really think about 2019 and 2018, but mainly 2019. And think of all the situations, maybe once. I say that to say this. It's the same amount of consequences that are levied. It's not. And this is what black women complain about when they say they don't get the same type of female privilege that other women get. Well, to be honest with you, that's a society issue. That's not a black men issue. It's not black men's job necessarily to try to create an environment in which black women get the same privileges as white women, especially when black women operate the way they operate towards us. That's something that they got to be on their own with that white man, because they've always had a certain type of relationship with that white man. And then they try to sit there and say that's our job. No, those are the game rules that are set by the greater society, independent of anything black people do. So, with that being said, on Arch, there was an exchange between a couple of folks. Y'all go to the link. It's about halfway through. Y'all will find it. It's when you see like 3 people on the panel. I'm halfway through the 5-hour stream. I might give you all a timestamp if I go back through it, but you all will find it. And there was a series of exchanges. There was some heavy hitters involved, and I'll leave it at that, right? And there was some women involved, woman or two involved with that as well. Some of them, some of them not so much. And there was an issue with the line of questioning. Somebody just finally decided to just call bullshit on something that, quite frankly, black men, at least in this space, let go, even though it is fucking annoying, which is this: I'm better than you, so I'm putting you in a chair and I'm gonna question your ass, because at the end of the day, I'm the judge and you're on trial. The black women are automatically the judge and jury, and as a black man, you're on trial. You have to justify your actions to her. And the dude just finally said, fuck that. And bitch, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you to be doing that? Now, a couple of dynamics, the dudes that really said that, number one, are older than the, slightly older, but are older than the women and woman in question. That another dynamic is it perfectly articulates what's wrong with the two genders in the black community. And a black woman will look at that exchange and they will say, well, that's just par of the course. That shit is just what normally happens. So what's the problem? What is the issue? They won't see what the issue is, and that in it of itself is the issue. And you see it all the time. I've seen this for years. When I listen to Corey Holcomb, well, not even Corey Holcomb, but Zoe Williams, anybody. It's always this: black women come in here, and a black woman or black women will come and talk about they do it with their degrees, but even if they don't, they'll have this thing saying, I'm superior to you, I outrank you, this is why. And they do it very low key. And a lot of times dudes will be like, okay, for the sake of having a conversation, I'm going to let that slide. But we do pay attention to it. It's that we don't check them on it, so I guess they think that shit's okay. But real talk, you never see them do that with non-black men in corporate America, ever. Even men that they technically have a higher corporate rank than they do, where they're their manager, you never see them talk to them like that, ever. They're very careful, and I wouldn't say careful, but they pay attention to what they say, how they fucking say it. Because when a white man is there, a white man is not just a white man, he represents the white collective in the eyes of a lot of black women. And this is true for non-black women too, but not so much with white women or women that pertain to be in whiteness, like white Hispanics or shit like that, because it's something they're used to. I call it this best behavior shit. And now black women will call it just being fake, putting on a face. But the reality is that's what you tell yourselves you're doing, but that's not really what you're doing. Because you won't ever keep it real with a white dude, because you know what can come with that. Because white men in social and media have shown what can come with that. They can knock your ass out and get the fuck away with it. And that just is what it is. So, with the exchange, from what I'm to understand and what I kind of saw, that's not the first time that checking had happened from that particular person. And, and good cop, bad cop in the title as well. What do I mean when I say that? When I say that, what I'm talking about is, in the first 48 and any other interrogation, everybody knows what good cop, bad cop is. Well, in the gender shit, good cop is basically your April Masons, your Nicole Michelle's. I'm going to pretend to be nice. I'm going to put up this feminine face, not because I actually believe in femininity, not because I believe in femininity because I believe that is essential to womanhood. I believe in femininity because it gets me shit. Kind of like a brat. A brat will be nice if real bitch comes out, which is the brattiness, right? And it's usually worse than a typical chick that operates like a bitch, white, Hispanic, black, whatever, because at least a chick that operates a certain way, they're even, because they're always that way, so they're still stable, versus somebody that tries to pretend to be feminine, it's like a pendulum swing, right? And when it swings one way, it swings the other way. So you see it really come out. So it overpours, so to speak. And what I want people to really pull away from this video, that if you all go to see what art in that exchange, and what I'm saying is, and what I want black women, because I have gotten an increase in black female viewership. Shout out to y'all. I've gone from like 2% to 10%, which is a jump. I want people to understand this. Number one, there's a lot of shit black men can talk shit about what y'all do that we let go. I would argue we talk about maybe 30% or 40% of what black women actually do that annoys black men. Like real talk, and I'm talking about in comparison to what is not done with other men when you all engage with them. I'm not talking about, well, it's just what annoys men in general. I'm talking about shit that's specific to us. That's number one. Number two, when moment, or you think about it after the fact, really internalize what happened. Not know what he just wrong, he just shit ain't gonna help you. That's number two. Number three, I don't know who taught y'all that y'all are better than black men. I already know you grow up with it. We all grow up in this society. That's why I call it the gynocracy. That's why I hammer that shit as hard as I do. Because that shit is the base code for how black people in America operate. And it is a culture, because you literally see people come into the culture and start to new culture still present. When they check in, like when you see white people or Latin people mimic blackness, that is what they mimic. So that is what they are seeing. Just like when you see a child mimic parents, that is what they are observing and basically repeating. So this idea that it doesn't exist, or that we're just making it up where it's just unique to black women, that's bullshit. But at the end of the day, this Grinch, like Keith Lamont, they don't need to talk, period, is because of situations like that. And it makes it very hard for me to defend the right for, not even the right, but to defend the value in a woman being present. Because women talk about being red pill. Most women, like Kendra is an exception, but Kendra is damn near a unicorn. Most women have no fucking understanding as to what red pill really is. At best, they're purple pill. So they can kind of get it. But real talk, they have no idea, because quite frankly, most women don't really, if you ask a woman to actually put themselves in a man's shoes and understand, and when I say a man's shoes, I mean like understanding what a man would perceive as his best interest. Most women can't do that because they've never been taught to, ever. They've never been taught to actually think about what a man wants, especially in the black community, because it's always been seen as that's not relevant, because they're not raised to. Now, a man is raised to perceive what a woman wants, you know, because the first thing a woman will say is, well, I'm not a man, so I can't put myself in a man's shoes. Interesting how men can instantly understand what is in a woman's best interest, but for some reason, it's so fucking hard for a woman to actually perceive what a man will want and why. Interesting how that works. But yeah, man, like when I saw what happened, I understood exactly somebody wanted to press that trigger or not. Because at the end of the day, you know, that little questioning shit with somebody, look, let's be absolutely clear here. I don't give a fuck about an acronym, whether it's IGMOR, SYM, whatever. I was Edward Albert Anderson. Usually I go with all my A names, AAA, before I was any of this shit. Most of this shit I already knew before I even came into it. It just got reinforced with how deep it was. So the reality is, I'm me first. And most black men in this space are them first when it comes to it. That's number one. Also, so this bullshit with we got to justify ourselves. There's a difference between, okay, we want to give you, okay, this is why, this is what it is, hopefully to enlighten you and educate you, which real talk, you know, most women don't want to hear that, because the truth is, women don't really want to know why. They just want to fix what they perceive to be a problem. They want to fix what they perceive to not be getting. But the truth is, they don't give a fuck about why taught, whether they're like ultra feminists or whatever. They've been taught that what a man wants is not valued. It doesn't matter unless that's a means to an end to get what she wants. Now, men are not taught that about women. Men are taught what women want is just heir apparent, and that's just what you do. But see, these little realities escape a lot of people. So what happens is we have these back and forth arguments because, quite frankly, we have on the one side, one class is trying to do a good cop, bad cop situation where certain people will come with the full-blown bitch and everybody else will come with the I'm going to be nicer about it. But at the end of the day, I still want you to come off the shit. I still want you to cop off what I want you to cop off, right? But it's the same shit. And they say, well, I'm asking nicely, so why aren't you doing what I say? And then the shit comes back to it. This shit where we want to understand what's going on. No, you want to understand what's going on because your real goal is to pretty much try to see how you can get dudes back in the trick bag. That's really what it is. Very few women in this space, and when I say very, I'm talking about 1% believe that there needs a reformation of a realignment as to where the middle actually is. Most of y'all, in fact, most men, a lot of men are very cool with shit as comfortable. They don't really see it's a problem. They see dudes are really being extra. That's how they really, really see it. And that just goes to show you, this is why separation is really the only real solution. Because those people like that are already baked in the cake. It doesn't matter what you do. That's who they are. Men or women. And really a lot of the case that the manospheres, quite frankly, has been making, you can't reform. You cannot reform people like that, whether it's men or women. Like Gab said, that's the hill he's gonna die on. And that's how a lot of people feel, and that's okay. But the thing about it is they have a problem with me saying, for all y'all that's not trained, and they have an issue with that, because then they say, okay, it's not your right to like wake people up. I'm not waking nobody up. I'm just presenting an option. You can either choose to take it or choose to not take it. But people like that don't feel like they should have an option because they know what the numbers are going to be in the law averages. They know eventually a lot of them do. It's empowering for those dudes to know that they can bounce. And even if they don't bounce now, they might eventually bounce. And the older somebody gets, the more they need, the more they're vulnerable to somebody just leaving like that. So when all these questions come out, it's always this air of somebody needs to justify what the fuck they're doing. Here's the reality. Ain't nobody on this bitch shit. Ain't none of these niggas ain't shit. Content creators. Ain't none of these bitches on these goddamn platforms ain't shit. Everybody's equal. Nobody can control what anybody else does. Let's keep that real. Ain't none of y'all worth a damn. And that includes me. At the end of the day, what we're presenting are our thoughts, our opinions. That's where it starts. That's where it ends. People can turn this shit off and not listen. They can unsubscribe and never hear from me. That's true for anybody. People can donate now, not donate next. It is what it is. The idea that somebody's going to feel like they're in court where you can actually like fuck with somebody's like livelihood or fuck with somebody's situation with a gavel. Like, folks need to be real fucking careful how they do that shit. Because at the end of the day, you know, you ain't nobody. And I'm saying that to everybody, including myself. You ain't nobody. This thing about, what, like, this is why I ask open questions. This thing where people gotta say, well, you know, why are you doing this? And why, like, let's say if I fuck nothing but white bitches, I don't give a fuck who you niggas are. And that goes to what's the dude's name, Don Juan too, because that's Don Juan tried to put me on blast like that on either the Roger Report or was somewhere. I think it was the Roger Report where you know they were trying to be like, well, you know, I fuck white women, but I tried it and I didn't like it. So what's wrong with you? I say, you niggas don't even be whole niggas to take it in their ass accountable like that. You niggas don't even go out of your way to go after LGBT. You got Tyler the Creator And fucking them niggas winning Grammys for rap music, and y'all ain't saying shit about them niggas trying to claim bisexual. Black men, y'all ain't saying shit. Because you know what? Y'all been taught that you're not allowed to say that. So y'all don't stand on your fucking square. And I probably talk about that more than any of y'all. Y'all don't stand on your fucking square and bring that up. But when it comes to who somebody fucking, all of a sudden y'all want to get big like you niggas are a bishop in the church or some shit. I'm talking about the men and the women. I'm not just talking about the women. Real fucking talk. You got like a group of people that they really believe that shit is cool. And then the women do this shit too. Like, oh, well, I need to question you because, you know, why do you do, like, there's something wrong with you. Like, well, there must be something wrong with you if you don't like to, fuck only black women. I'm like, shit, white men are at the top and they don't just fuck white bitches. They're big on white men do the most spreading their seed and with other races. They're bigger about it than black men are. Black men only like 3 or 4% of black men have passports. It's a whole much more white men and a whole bigger white apparatus. You never hear that same line of questioning. I'm not saying white men do it too. I'm saying this idea of, well, it's nature and you're going against nature. Motherfucker, race is a social construct. I hate saying that because a lot of niggas that justify interracial shit say that. But the reality is it is a social construct. It's not a biological one. So let's stop making it sound like race, like that shit, there's something, like that shit is on some, and you always hear people say it, like, oh, well, that's on some LGBT, you fucking, a non-black person is like you going gay. And that's an LGBT. I've literally heard black women say that. And to be fair, in the exchange I'm mentioning, that wasn't said, but it's all in the same umbrella of bullshit. And it's this. Now, you'll never hear these chicks say that shit with any black chick fucking a white dude. You'll never hear them say that with Serena or Venus or Alfred Wood, or I can name a whole bunch. These are the same motherfuckers that claim Meghan Markle. And never call that shit out. But my point is, it's this aura of, I owe you an explanation. What? And a lot of times I'll because I like to talk, as everybody knows. I mean, that's the secret of the year, right? So I'll engage with your bullshit. This is why I like to ask open-ended questions. Because me personally, if I go on people's panels, you know, if I really want to clip out an exchange that I had, it's a really good one, I'll clip it out just so people can kind of get the little golden nugget out of it, right? And, you know, so I'll engage because it is what it is. That's in my personality. But I completely understand why Keith Lamont and Grinch and them are like, fuck that shit. Fuck them bitches. They need to speak what's spoken to. I completely understand that mentality. And I'm not saying that that's an incorrect mentality. In fact, I would argue most dudes need to have that mentality. I don't need to be the majority. They need to be the majority. That way, when people like me do talk, you realize, okay, there's a privilege. Because most of these niggas ain't trying to talk to you anyway. They just dip. You're not supposed to have more ambassadors than you have soldiers. You're not supposed to have more people that are willing to negotiate than people that are willing to go to war. And it's very clear that that's not really respected. I'm not saying people got to talk like eggshells, but what I am saying is, again, people know what the fuck they're doing when they go into that Q&A mode, that like I'm in child support court mode, and a fucking judge bitch is talking to me like a little boy. I don't got kids, but I've seen it. You know, talking to somebody like a little boy, and bitch, you ain't nobody. And I'm saying that to every fucking female. Your degree don't make you worth a damn. Your pussy don't make you worth a damn. Because your pussy goes as far as somebody, a lot of sisters really need to be told to their face, bitch, you ain't nobody. Like, I don't know who the fuck made you queen. I know you keep calling yourself. This is why I don't call black women queens. If I call you a queen, that shit is earned. You rarely hear me. You have never heard me say that. And you ain't never heard me call Mason no queen either. Any of them chicks that I promote, they have turned, you ain't, or promote or mention, you never heard me call them queens. Because I don't believe in that shit. Because these chicks be taking that shit to heart. But yeah, man. I'm like, you question, it's like y'all talking to motherfuckers like, the BGS got y'all, and I get it, but BGS got y'all really thinking because he walks y'all through shit like his kids, that y'all could just take that same shit to everybody. Or O'Shea may joke with you, because he's trying to get it set off. But real fucking talk, y'all ain't nobody. And quite frankly, you don't see dudes able to like question motherfuckers on Q&A like that. It's a back and forth. It ain't no, well, why you do this? Why do you do that? Why you do this? And it's a difference between me asking open-ended questions, so I can see where your thought process is. Not judging you, but saying this is what you're saying. This is how you think. Versus somebody asking in a way that is on some, you got some explaining to do. And too many black women have that kind of approach. Even the nice ones. That's that good cop shit. And that shit's just as annoying. Oh, well, I'm not calling you an ancient. It doesn't matter you ain't calling somebody ancient nigga. At the end of the day, the boys. And y'all don't know it. This is the sad part. You all are so lost when it comes to your own men. That this is why these women keep, like, you got chicks 38 to fucking 22 asking the same fucking questions. Why this? Why that? Y'all got the fucking psychology degrees. Y'all have never really read the books that black women have wrote. How to Understand a Black Man by women that were unapologetically black. Shit, read. The manosphere, you're welcome explaining our point of view. Like, goddamn. We've been asking the same, and look, and just so you know, Angry Man is one of the people I'm talking about as far as the dude that got pissed off. So y'all know, this shit goes all the way back down. I don't think his channel has been shut down yet. Archive, oh, actually, I'll take that back. Yes, it has. But archives. We got archives of this shit. We have a deep fucking Star Wars trilogy saga of different motherfuckers in different situations, married, not married, kids, no kids, rich, not rich, different white collar, blue collar. I was mentioning Ashley W, and Ashley W really stepped in it one time with the blue collar shit, but for the most part she was actually really good about not doing this. She actually fucked up with the blue collar shit because that actually, but that wasn't even on her. That was more like, how a lot of black women feel. A lot of black women don't have a true archetype as far as what a man needs to be for them to really submit to. They submit to their own feelings. And by the way, that's what was said on the other thing. So my thing is, y'all really got to check that shit, because some dudes choose to engage in it not because they're trying to be a simp, but they're like, all right, for the sake of the conversation, I'm gonna let that slip. But real talk, that shit is disrespectful. That shit is very disrespectful. Well, y'all do it too. No, the fuck we don't. We do it in order to understand where your mind is, and so you can understand what the logic of it is. That's not the same as you all want us to explain to you why the fuck we do what we do. Let me tell you something. If I want to fuck, I got a thing for Mediterranean type chicks. I prefer my white women a little bit of ethnic if I'm gonna have them. Ethnic. I want you to know what you are, not know I'm white and that's it. But with that being said, if I fuck white bitches, I owe no black bitch an explanation to who the fuck I'm fucking. Now somebody would say, well, you all get out of pocket with black women, fuck non-black men. That's because you motherfuckers are still asking for our protection. You all still want the benefits of being a black woman, or the benefits you say a black man or black women. The only exception to that may be celebrities that they make money off black, but that I understand. But other than that, black men that deal with non-black men and they ask y'all for shit. Give me a list of any black women that are asking NBA players, whatever, sports, they're not asking you for shit. We're not asking you for a damn thing because we've taught to never expect nothing from you anyway. We are taught that we are to give and never receive. We're not even taught that we're supposed to receive respect from black women. Real fucking talk. So when we decide to hop, we have nothing to lose anyway. What are we losing? What, an attitude? Like, really, what are we losing? What is other? Well, you're losing your genetic legacy. Again, any black man that cares about their genetic lineage, all you got to do is find a black chick that you want to have a kid with. Trust me, they're willing and they're usually ready and willing. And that's in the United States. Hell, you can go 9-8-0s. If dudes really want to think about that, dudes can easily split that difference. Hell, black women have been doing that. Getting one dude to fuck, another dude to raise the kids. Well, if you're gonna raise the kid, it's no point anyway. Yeah, it's no point anyway. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, really? So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, dudes ain't on marriage like that. So I just woke up. That's why, like, if it seems like my brain doesn't be operating at full capacity, it's because a lot of times I do these fucking videos just like I just woke up. I really need to start working out and get my shit together in that aspect. But the point is, again, like, this is why it always comes back to our own personal shit. Who hurt you? Who this? It's not about none of that shit. Because we're talking about it from a group standpoint. And at the end of the day, what time is it? Yeah, this is a good segue in a couple, probably in like next 30 minutes, you know, y'all have fucking Mr. Fantastic, shout out to him. And like I said, but at the end of the day, man, that shit was needed. The problem is a lot of y'all ain't listening. Y'all want to hear what the fuck y'all want to hear. And because he didn't give y'all the answers y'all want, y'all are trying to probe to see if y'all can find some niggas that'll give y'all the right answer. And everybody's giving you a similar answer. Anyway, let's go through this shit. I'm really, honestly, I don't give a fuck about nobody winning. So I'm gonna just be interested in watching the game. Oh, Don Calypso. You know I don't usually do that, Don Calypso. I was getting gas. Man, that gas was $2, man. I had to fill up while that was still there. No, for real though. And that's why when people always wonder why we let people on the channel, it really be going like 100%. This is why. But anyway. Public. It is, no, I mean, you know, still I am kind of grew bored with seeing women being unwilling to hear. Yeah, it is, man. Because again, that kind of aura, it's like, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Because y'all can only pull, yeah, my muffler is fucked up. I got to get that. I actually got to get a catalytic converter taken care of. So I'm not trying to drop that. Nobody. And look, it was a great exchange. If y'all want that, you know, like the nigga juice shit, go in there. I mean, the stream was a shout out to Art of Igmore. They were actually, it was really good. It was really good shit. They've been doing some killer streams. Like I said, I try to point y'all in a direction where it's gonna be some good shit. That's what I try to use that post for. Y'all get some, because we really want some good, intelligent conversation. MOT, I was on there too. MOT and them had a killer conversation. Very productive. Oh, Roastmaster, man, I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Roastmaster for the PayPal donation. That is much, much appreciated. Like, I swear, Roastmaster, we need, you know what, we really need to start putting the top donators in of all of Manosphere, because I know Roastmaster, man, you and MO, between you and MOT, man, and I'm so glad that, you know, MOT, because MOT is one of the main, probably only person other than Roastmaster I would say is just as big as a donator is MOT. And I'm glad that, you know, people are paying that respect by, giving MOT the donations, stuff like that, because it does show that the shit is reciprocal. I love that. And I love that a lot of y'all are donating more. And this is not about me. I need to get better at providing y'all more value on shit, real talk. Like real talk. I'm trying to think. Wait. Yeah, I need to I'm really cruising at this point. I need to talk to MOT about how to set up a StreamYard from my phone. But I can't do that with Spectrum. Spectrum is garbage. Fuck Spectrum. Absolutely, Archer. Archer, making single mothers out of African women. Archer, you fucking up, man, because you basically creating a bad reputation for us, man. Archer said, if I'm gonna make me some single mothers, I'm doing premium grade. You should do that. You should play on it. You should do that. Ain't shit, Archer. And then your acronym needs to be the Archer cartoon, because he ain't shit either. Well, I'm from Chicago, so yes, Italian is one of them, but it's not just Italian. Like if I say Italian, if I mean Italian, I'm specifically gonna say Italian. But what I'm really talking about is like stuff that like around the Mediterranean. I gotta show you examples of what I'm talking about. But it's that like olive skin color. I'm just talking if I go there, if I say, okay, like when I say like what are the white women that I fuck with, if I fuck with it, that's the type, right? I don't even fuck with white women like that. But diversity is best. It's no different than stocks. You want to diversify so you have power over, everything. That's what you want to do. Because first thing you want to take control over is your thirst. That's it. That's it. Don't be sitting here giving these women all the power. I mean, if they not, most of your rap songs, shout out to Ludacris and them, they like, if you ain't cutting, you get why you're not doing it. Anyway, organic single mothers, premium grade shit. You ain't shit. By the way, Donald Trump expanded the ban. For some reason, he banned e-trees, which I find funny as fuck. I'm like, how you gonna ban e-trees? I mean, Ethiopians come in two sizes. The thing about Ethiopians, you gotta be on your bougie shit if you're gonna deal with Ethiopians and e-trees. Because they got that bougie shit, man. Especially if you black. You gotta show them you got money. Real talk. And oh my God, Don Calypso. That's the shit. Don Calypso said, dudes been consuming too many Sprite commercials. They obey the thirst. Yeah, I'm gonna start calling it the Sprite syndrome. That's great. I love that. Hashtag don't drink Sprite if you're black. Don't obey the thirst. What's up, Charles? Hey man, if y'all listening, in my community tab, I've got Charles Faulkner's link at the top. Go subscribe to that link. I said that at the beginning of the video. Let's get them up there to over 1,000, man. We should be able to railgun anybody over 1,000. That should be the baseline. A lot of these dudes, we don't need, it's not necessary, they don't need to be content creators. All they need to do is just press the phone and do upload. Charles is one of those people. Shout out to Carl the Tactician. Ramil was one of those is one of those people. But Charles, I don't know if you just been listening, but no, I was talking about what that incident that happened was, and talking about how motherfuckers need to recognize who the fuck they talking to. Cause that shit that's disrespectful as fuck. Oh, okay, Don Calypso. I could see that because they have a lot to gain. But then again, Eritrea and Ethiopia have actually been working very closely together because of the Chinese. So they've kind of, I think what happened, the Chinese probably gave them a lot of accolades, for them to say, look, calm that shit down. Yeah. Yeah, Charles, I was commenting on the fact that, these motherfuckers are not in court when you're talking to them. Stop talking like you in child support court and you asking us questions like motherfuckers are little boys. Like we don't owe you an explanation for a goddamn thing. I don't know where people got that shit twisted. And when I was looking at that exchange, I was thinking to myself, I don't even let white women, like, this is, and I should have, I may do a video on this. I wonder if black women realize that the only females, I hate to use bitches and hoes, and now motherfucker, I'm gonna have to delete this shit because motherfuckers be, I'm trying to get my shit monetized right. So I ain't trying to give them a reason to not do it. But I'm like, do you realize, I just had thought about this. Only black women get away with that shit. Most black men don't even let non-black women talk to them like that or question them like that. Like real fucking talk. And it's always this thing about how we put other women on a pedestal. It's like, do you realize other women don't get away with this stupid shit? Yeah, there's some dudes that they're just on the Kool-Aid when it comes to non-black women. But the vast majority of black men that fuck non-black women are not letting non-black women get away with this shit. The vast majority of black men that fuck non-black women, even the ones that fuck non-black women mainly, are not letting these non-black women get away with that attitude shit. Not the way black women put it out. So we already give you points we don't give other women. Even Latinas are not getting away with that shit. That we accept it from like other women, and then like black women we hold them. No, that's what you all do. And like I said, me personally, I'm gonna see about one thing I'm gonna do, and y'all just need to get the fuck over it now. I don't give a fuck. Is I'm gonna start having more women come on my channels because I'm gonna start. I need to really, because I'm gonna start really doing my brand of open-ended questions. Because I think we've heard it before, but I'm really the examination in my own way. I really think that I can do that. Really making them walk through their own logic. And then when we get to the sticking points, be like, okay, that's a sticking point. Why is that sticking point? Because I think I can get really good. Because it doesn't matter. See, the funny thing, when I ask an open-ended question, it doesn't matter what answer you give. No matter what you say, I have an answer for it. Because the reason I'm asking the open-ended question is to probe where you are on a particular topic. It's to say, okay, what do you really think? Because you're not going to let me monologue and then you piggyback off what I'm saying. I want you to know, what do you think? So when I ask a question and I ask, okay, you say black women are the best option for black men. Why? Give me one reason or one or two as to why you think that's the case. Now let me reverse that. Let's say a black woman were to ask me that. I'm going to say, because we grew up with you. We deal with your fucking sassiness more than any other race of men would. That includes Africans and Caribbeans. We are the most used to your bullshit, which is a fact. When we say we don't expect you to submit, we expect you to cooperate. That's our top. It's cooperation. You can't take that deal to any other race of man. And I challenge you to go try. Very simple. Very simple. I didn't say nature. I didn't say no crazy, stupid shit like that. Gave you a very simple answer. Very simple answer. So, quite frankly, the best deal you're going to get is from us. That's it. That's it. If you don't believe that, I invite you to go deal with other groups of men and figure that out on your own. Don't have a kid with other groups of men, because you have a kid by other groups of men. Black men are definitely on code by not raising biracial kids. That's one thing black men will not. I don't give a damn. You want even the Gabs and them of the world are not raising no biracial kids by no non-black men. They not even gonna pay for that shit. So that's one thing we pretty much universally agree on. Anyway, so any question that I ask, if you would have reversed the question for me, I could answer it first. I'm not going to answer it first, and I'm not on trial. Even when it comes to, well, what are the, I remember Charles was on here. Charles was on there when we had the deep, I forget, it was one woman, it was long years ago on BGS and shit. A woman, this one, a few times a woman came on there, and they were asking, I think it was Ruby, and they was asking what are the qualities of a good, what are the qualities that you guys have in a good woman, that you all consider a good woman? And we had a whole like 2-hour conversation about that. And we didn't repeat the same shit over and over. And it was like, I remember with Hangouts, it was more people. Everybody had a turn. I remember that. I think Charles was on there, Amy was on there, I was on there. We all had a turn, and we all had different shit. Even though we value what the other people were saying too. Because we all knew what those qualities were. A good woman, solidly attractive. I'm gonna keep it real. And to black men, that means different things. Really, you could be an upgradable 6, technically. Like real talk, decent face without makeup. You either got something to bring to the yard, either hip, either ass, titties, combination. As far as cooperative, nobody that didn't say submissive, they said cooperative. If you want to challenge me on my logic, fine. But other than that, cooperative. Knows how to check that attitude. That's it. As far as the aspects of the shit, that's depending on what you value. But we all had things. We knew exactly what we wanted when we said it. Ain't nobody say some shit about, fucking dread and gold fucking teeth. Dudes don't think strippers are good women. Dudes don't think thoughts are good women. They're good to fuck, but like real fucking talk. Actually, I need to get something real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Y'all gonna see me. This is a dead zone, so be mindful. Loyal. No, for real though. They not about to advocate for black men coming in the community, raising up when women not. Even then, that's a bridge too far. You're not wrong, but if they lie, it'll be obvious. It'll be so obvious they're lying, it will appear it's goofy. I can tell you, when I ask open-ended questions, they seem to not lie to me, because you wouldn't lie saying that what I value in a man is dreads and gold teeth. Now, if they were to say what I value to men is some shit that is whatever, I would say, okay, like let's say they try to say the typical bullshit about a man. I'm then to follow up. I said, okay. So is that reflective in the last 3 niggas you've had sex with? What you're talking about? Because I'm gonna tell you, is that reflective in that? So all these things, like he needs to be a provider, he needs to be this, he needs to be that. First of all, if they say that, I'm gonna pay attention to what they don't. Like real fucking talk. And if they say yes, I'm gonna be like, is that reflective of the women that that they've slept with? And if they say yes, then I'm gonna be like, okay, it sounds like you're great. So why are you on social media? Why are you in this space worried about black men are gonna leave? Because clearly the type of men that you're fucking are in alignment with the men that you can get anyway. So why do you even care about what's going on in this space? That's gonna be my next question. Don't tell me it's because you care about other women, because the women around you said can do the same thing. So, I mean, I got something for that shit. And I'm not doing it in a way. Notice how I'm not sitting here, interrogating people. I'm trying to see where you're coming from. I want to see where your mind is. Because it's easy for you to I can explain very clearly and articulate when I want to, very quickly when I want to, why I do what I do. The question is, why are you doing what you're doing? But here's the thing about that, Charles. If they can't answer the question, see, the thing, I'm not trying to tell you about how the brain works, but from what I've observed, a lot of these questions, I'm not asking for a right answer. I'm probing to see, is this something you even ever considered before? Because people react a different way. Even if they lie, they react a certain way. If they're lying, if their job is to lie, right, they're going to react a certain type of way. But if their job is, if they've never pondered a question before, it's difficult for them to lie because they've never asked a question or been asked a question to come up with a lie. But anyway, I'll be back. So it is what it is, man. Well, that'd be funny. Hearing Danielle interact with me. I think she might have on BGS for Women, but that was a different generation of the women that we had on there. So that shit would be funny to me. I'm trying to think, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? All right, I know what I want to do. That'd be a different generation. That'd be a different generation indeed. I ain't going on secret missions. Anyway, I'm really thinking about starting an entertainment channel because I get tired of this bullshit. We got enough people in the Manosphere 3.0. It's really time to start aggregating some shit. But this stuff is kind of in reformation stage. But I'm really excited. Anyway, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Well, look, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to beat nobody up. I'm just stating what facts are. That's what it is. People have this thing where I get tired of the same age-old question. Why do y'all put your dick in a non-black woman? Isn't a black woman good enough? Okay, why do, and that question is always, the way the shit is always presented is as if black women don't fuck non-black men. Black women fuck a lot of non-black community is by way of a white man vis-a-vis a black woman. This idea that black women don't fuck white men in particular is fucking not true. But see, the way these questions are presented as if this like black men have a problem. Even when you listen to K. Michelle, Lonnie Love, and all that bullshit, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, seriously though. So a lot of these questions is like, why this, why that? Bitch, because ain't nobody trying to deal with your bullshit. And because they choosing sexual access. The end. I don't understand why people don't understand that. If you a dude and you ain't fucking, or you a female and you ain't fucking a dude, why would that dude stay there? That's one reason. As far as the dudes that can get whatever they want, as far as females are concerned, because they can. It's really that sexual access again is the answer. This shit is not hard. But what it is people don't want to face these truths. Dudes look for a truth in order to fucking move on from it. Nah, okay, now I understand it. This is not messing with my brain because I understand it now. So I'm comfortable. It's no longer unknown. It's more known. Anyway. Anyway, this is gonna be interesting, man. You know, we got Black History Month, number one. You know, we got we got 3 primaries going on. On the this Tuesday on the 11th, and the South Carolina one is on the 29th, which is actually my youngest brother's birthday. I don't know how old he is because his birthday's on the 29th. He's actually 6 years old, technically, or he will be, because it's on the 29th. What's up, Jesse Veal? What's up, Jesse? Yeah, I really want to do a hangout one day with all of the the digital marketing / website guys. I want to do something that is an easy way for other black men to plug into the digital marketing space. I don't expect people to be like you or the next Billie Jean and do digital like that business, although that is something you can do. But I want something for dudes that can actually use the skills of marketing, promotion, creating contacts, and use those skills to actually create. I think a lot of people can take on the manosphere. So I'm looking at like some products and services that I think will be universal enough that can be done. And then maybe we create like a Facebook group or create something that we kind of, give people access to certain things that allow them to easier be able to do that. Because that's really what's lacking in the manosphere. How to make some money, how to have some fun. Shout out to AM1. It's a lot of bright stuff that can be done. Everybody has a phone. Everybody has contacts. Everybody, and I'm not talking about on some MLM shit. I'm talking about like some shit you can really do. Affiliate marketing. I'm not talking about you, Jesse, but I'm talking about like people in the audience. I'm very passionate about that. And this ain't gonna be just for men. Although I'm not gonna lie, I mean, dudes are gonna have their groups and units, but this is just for men. This is for anybody that wants to get involved that's not toxic. Shout out to Jesse going to Ghana. You gotta hook up with Ghana Dan. You gotta hook up with Dynas. Because I know Dynas would love to promote that message. You gotta let us know how them African Americans in Ghana and Accra are operating. Do some interviews or some shit. Because real talk, people, you can get some donations off some critical content like that. Hell, Link doing in conjunction with Phil from the Advice Show. At the end of the day, man, you all would be extremely surprised at how much I actually deal with black women on a day-to-day basis. So, at the end of the day, man, what it really comes down to, I can inject myself as much as I want to and take myself out as much as I want to. It's really not that serious. The reason why I break down the shit I break down here, and where we at, where we're going, What is it that the mainstream media, the mainstream black media is not saying as to why things that should have been resolved are not resolved? Why are we in this fucking box that we seem to be in? And I've gotten those answers. I'm very much so in alignment. And one of the things I'm going to start doing is I love making timelines. Is I'm going to start making timelines on a lot of stuff and invite other creators that's been in the game for a while to contribute to it. Because I think it's important for the new folks coming in to understand, okay, this is where we've been. This is what happened. This is where we're going. This is why. I mean, you can either get on board or not get on board. Absolutely, Jesse. Because right now, you know, I'm a big fan of Vince Reed, with dude he deals with when it comes to internet. And my thing is, like, I want to show these dudes how to get into affiliate marketing, how to, because a lot of us are already on YouTube. People have networks. You know, it's time to start creating some income for some folks and really getting involved. Because I think, here's why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because you got motherfuckers that are they're donating money. There's people that I know that when I do this shit, I know I need to let them in for free because they've already donated enough money to me. But they're donating money, so why not just donate this amount of money and then get a product, get a digital product with it? You want to donate to people, go ahead and donate to people. But it's a way to kind of synchronize the community that we have. But it's also a way. It's also a way of, you know, just, you know, creating some options for some people. I think that's important. You know, it'll allow us as a collective. You got to think about it. If you get a cut like a certain number, do stuff as a collective, meaning getting interviews with people, because MOT has turned out to be a great interviewer. LAR Movement's a great interview. There's ways to get interviews with people to really build up some shit, to do some really special shit. You know, get some people you never thought you would get. Maybe people like David Carroll. I'm sure they'll come on board if you cough up some money. Yeah, I think it's right here. So yeah. Absolutely. Just to kind of talk about that, one of the things that I've thought about this for a while. One of the things that I want to do is I kind of now have kind of I look at things like a yin and a yang. You know, the yin is like when it comes to like marketing, affiliate marketing. What a lot of people don't realize is there's a technical side of it. When I say technical, I'm talking about the systematic side. Like, these are the processes, these are the things that are the same thing. Then is the yang, which is what you breathe into it, which is like your personality, the relationship marketing side. People buy from people, you know, for the most part. They buy, so what you have to learn to develop. I'm not talking about Jesse because I know Jesse knows this, but I'm talking about everybody else. Y'all need to develop the relationship, and you all have seen this. Like, a lot of people have their brands. You know, everybody has a brand, whether it's people you like or don't like. You know, on the internet, as far as what you've witnessed in the manosphere, and you know, it's some stuff. Yeah, you're absolutely. It is some stuff you got to talk about. It's some stuff that I'm working on. So I'm actually excited about it. By the time I launch it, because I'm talking about some shit that's gonna be some quick money, some shit that's gonna be some good shit. Not no, you know, it takes forever. I'm talking about some stuff they'll be able to put on. So it's something we'll definitely talk about. We'll see thing with the flipping of websites, but a lot of people get into it in this thing, and then they move on to the more advanced level stuff that you hear about. So yeah. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna end it right there. With that being said, definitely jump on Fantastic Stream if he doesn't already have it up. With that being said, this is Edward signing off. Peace.